Sup you guys, ASD Classified here. It's been a while, but I'm back to make another video about what else? Power Rangers. So let's get into it. Alright, so Power Rangers has been around for quite a while now, you know, over 2 decades and all. So the show is pretty darn old and it's done a lot of things, but there are still a lot of things that it hasn't done. A lot of things that I would love to see. So that's what this video is about. At least 3 things that I would love to see in a Power Ranger season. Alright, let's get into it. So this list is in no particular order, but number 1. I want to see an amalgamation of all the Rangers' powers. Yes, I would love a season where the Rangers can like combine all their powers together to create like another whole being. Like pretty much like Captain Planet basically. That's really what I want to see. Like we still have the Power Rangers and their own individual colors and powers, but then they can combine all of their Ranger powers into one new being that can kick ass form with all their powers combined. You know? Really is Captain Planet. Earth, fire, wind, water, heart, go planet! When your powers combine, I am Captain Planet! Captain Planet, he's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to 0. He's our powers magnified, and he's fighting on the planet side. So, yeah, don't ask me why I remember so much of that theme song. Just don't. Let's not go there. Anyway, moving along. So yeah, I would love to see something like that in Power Rangers. And you know what? They don't even need all 5 of the Rangers or all 6 of the Rangers to combine their powers to create, you know, one being. It could be like 2 of the Rangers coming together to create one being. Like, I don't know, the Red and the Yellow Ranger combine their powers and they create their own, you know, new being Ranger. And it could be like a combination of the Ranger colors. Like, red and yellow make a orange Ranger, you know? I think that would be cool, you know? I don't know, it could be something like that. Although I don't know what color the being would be that all 5 or 6 Rangers combine their powers to make. Maybe it would be white, you know, I guess borrowing from the Green Lantern and like the Lantern Corps in the DC universe where all of the, you know, the color lanterns, when they combine, they create the white lantern. So maybe, I don't know, we create the white Captain Planet Ranger. I don't know, let's move on to the next idea, okay? Alright, number 2. Let's have an evil Ranger who is the main villain for the majority of the season. Yes, I would love that. Evil Ranger, main villain for most of the season. I want to see that shit someday. Like, pretty much, they kind of did this in Super Sentai, kind of, sort of, in Abba Ranger with Abba Killer. Like, I didn't see all of Abba Ranger, mind you, but from what I saw, I remember Abba Killer, he was in charge of the villains for quite a while. I do remember that, you know, and it was pretty badass, I thought. So I would like to see something like that in Power Rangers someday, you know, where they're not just an evil Ranger taking orders from like Rita or somebody. No, they are the evil Ranger and they're also the Rita. I want to see that, you know. I'm not so sure how they'll explain the fact that, you know, a Power Ranger is evil and not under, you know, a spell or something. Because I don't want him to be under a spell. I want him to just be evil because he's evil, you know. But, you know, I want them to come up with an interesting reason as to why. Like maybe, you know, he used to fight for good, but then he just saw all the evil in the universe and it just corrupted his mind. Like that's very possible, you know, just seeing all this darkness out there and eventually it just gets you and turns you evil itself. That would be awesome. I would love to see something like that, you know. I think Power Rangers kind of has something that happened like that, like Lost Galaxy. He wasn't a Ranger, but he was a monster. Like Lorax's last battle. Lorax, he was a monster. He used to be a good monster, if you can believe that. And then he turned evil because, in his own words, it was like he found the powers of evil to be too strong and widespread, and eventually he just became a part of what he used to hate and fight against. Yeah, they could borrow that story for why we have an evil ranger who's ruling over all these dark monsters. I don't know. Could be something like that. Side note, I really love that episode of Lost Galaxy. Loriax's last battle, that's one of my favorite episodes, man. I just love it. No girl is gonna defeat me in battle. Okay, but we're not talking about that right now. Let's focus. So yeah, Evil Ranger. You know, I think like around the end of the season, they could turn him good if they want to, you know. But yeah, for most of it, have him be evil, you know, and the Rangers trying to kill each other and whatever, you know. I would love that. And you know what? They don't even have to come up with a super complex story of why the Evil Ranger is evil. It could be he's evil because he's fucking evil, you know? He could be a very selfish person. Like maybe he grew up very rich and wealthy. He owns like a lot of businesses, and then he stumbles upon, you know, this power to be a Power Ranger. Then it's like, well, I've always wanted to rule the world, but now I really can rule the world, you know? It can be simple like that too. Just give me an Evil Ranger who doesn't work for nobody and has a lot of minions under his thumb. You know, give me that. Alright, moving on. Number 3. I want kids of former Power Rangers to be the current Power Rangers of a future season. If that makes sense. That's what I want, you know. I want like a new season where we have a new team and the whole team is made up of children of past Power Rangers. I want that. I want that so badly. The whole team, man. Oh my god. Like, I can't believe they have not done this yet, but they need to do this someday. They need to do it. You know what? It doesn't even have to be the whole team. It could be just be like 1 or 2 of the Rangers on the team. Like, oh yeah, my daddy used to be like, I don't know, the Black Ranger or something, you know. Oh yeah, my mom used to be the Yellow Ranger. You know, just something like that. I would love it if it was the whole team. But you know what? Just give me one, at least one. I'll be good, you know. I remember back when SPD came out. And you remember Sky, the Blue Ranger, and how he used to talk about, oh yeah, my dad was the Red Ranger, and I want to follow in his footsteps and be the Red Ranger just like my daddy. You remember that? And I remember the fans, you know, they speculated. They were like, Sky Tate. We have never had a Ranger with the last name Tate. And he said his daddy was the Red Ranger. Well, who is the Red Ranger that we don't know the last name of? His daddy is Andros. Like, I remember that, and I remember really hoping that Andros was Sky's dad. I wanted that so badly. And then we find out that Sky's dad was nobody we knew. It wasn't even Wesley. And it's like, his dad's power suit was the Time Force red suit, but he was not Wesley. It was not Wesley. I just don't. So Sky's dad was some Ranger we never even heard of. I don't want that. You need to be like the kids who are gonna be future Rangers. They have to be the children of Rangers we know, okay? So you gotta be Tommy and Catherine's kid. Like, you gotta be Jason's kid. You gotta be Zach's kid, Billy's kid, or Aisha's kid. I don't care. You just need to be the kid of a Ranger that we know. Alright? None of this. Oh my god. I would love to see, like, Tommy and Catherine's daughter or something, like kicking butt. Yeah, I said daughter. I mean, let's not go the simple, like, oh, son or something. Yeah, let's see your daughter go out there and kick some ass. Like, I don't know. Switch it up. Switch it up. You know, if Power Rangers ends up adapting Ninja, the Blue Ranger on that team, he's a ninja, and he also uses magic. He could be the son of Madison and Nick. Just saying. Just saying. If they want to think outside the box or something, I don't care. Like, yeah. Alright, you guys. So that's pretty much it for this video. So if you're watching this video, let me know in a comment, what things do you want to see in Power Rangers that has not happened yet, ever in the 20-some years that it's been on? Something new. What would you like to see in Power Rangers? Alright, later you guys. Ciao, mata.